three of these characters share one thing that puts them ahead of everybody else. They can destroy weapons.
Okay, so at least there's audio recording this time. Hello, ladies, gentlemen, and non-binaries. Welcome to the Chamber of the Wraith. My name is Barbara. I'm joined by Pharaoh, and today, we are going to take a look at the final guest character in Mortal Kombat X, Alien. Which, how are we feeling about that one?
I am excited. Probably the second most excited compared to Jason Voorhees. I love the Alien. I love his implementation.
Same here.
So, a little bit of a forewarning. I have bias in favor of this.
Say no more. Here's the bio. The xenomorphs that had descended on Outworld long ago, but the dormant eggs they left behind were only recently found. The leader of a Tarkatan patrol had picked up one of the leathery orbs, only to have it burst open, and its occupant attach itself to its face. Later, after the face hugger had fallen off, the alien progeny burst from the unfortunate Tarkatan's chest, bearing characteristics of both xenomorph and host. It eluded the rest of the Tarkatan soldiers and eventually killed them. The creature now roams Outworld, looking for more hosts. Its amazing strength and animal fury make Alien almost unstoppable.
I love it.
So yeah, off to a great start with the bio. Don't know how do we know exactly how the xenomorphs got in Outworld? Who cares?
Yeah, it's like Predator. Does it fit in the world of Mortal Kombat? Totally, but who gives a shit?
Yep. So first off, variationless Alien is the smooth dome.
Alien.
Then we have this Alien, which is acidic, this Alien, which is Tarkatan, and this Alien, which is Conjurer.
Conjurer. Hey, it's got a little start of a crest. I like that.
Yeah. So, which shall we start with for our demonstration?
Tarkat. I love the ridged head aliens.
All right, Tarkatan it is, and I have a feeling I know which one we're going to take through the tower then. And now, who's the poor soul that's going to get chewed on?
You know, I don't want to say this because, no. Yeah, you know what? Bias aside, let's go Melina.
All right, which Melina? We've got Melina, Tournament,
Normal,
Vampirus, and Classic.
normal Melina.
All right, I'll at least make it player 2 in variation. The evil renegade clone. And which of these arenas best fits the xenomorph?
I think the cave.
The cave.
Up row, third from the left. Oh, the Deadwoods. I guess that still works. Yeah, Deadwood still works.
Yep, we're going back to the Deadwoods. Note to self. I love how Alien just kind of scampers off on all fours. I'm done.
I love this animal.
Alright, this Xenomorph has a pretty decent walk speed, really nice dash, and while it's goofy, it can run.
I think the running animations in KX are just goofy in general.
Yep. He's got this low poke, these low pokes, and that's his uppercut.
Oh my god.
And unlike all the other characters, and fun fact, Alien only has a single kicking attack in his entire arsenal. This double kick here. Everything else that would be a kick, he uses his tail for.
I like that.
Which is very, very good. And Alien has a ton of range on his tail. Like, start of the match, whop, whop, whop. Like, I can hit Melina from here with Xenomorph, with the Alien's tail. And because it was technically an extension limb, like Devora, this tail was immune to Sub-Zero's Ice Clone for a long time until they patched that out. So, yeah, Xenomorph could kind of cheat. He also has this big pounce attack, which is universal, but is animated slightly differently. Also, I love that his bark, I guess, is like alien blood green.
I do. That is nice. I like this.
And then let's take a look at his combo attacks. We've got Ambush, Overpowered, Mutilating Humans, Silent Stalker, Here Kitty Kitty, Lucky Star, Narcissus, Bug Hunt, Zeta 2, Deadly Splinters, Kane's Sun, and Warning Beacon. So much to love there.
A lot of good references.
Yep. Overpowered starts from a high, goes quick, and it can cancel into a special move. Silent Stalker ends with an overhead. Or not an overhead, there's a mid in there, but there's a low right in there that throws you off. And because it's a tail attack, it's got quite a bit of range. Lucky Star starts with this really fast, quick jaw strike. And then this double low, which is special cancelable on the third hit. And then Narcissus is a launcher. Which then leads into Zeta 2, which is mid-low, mid-mid-low. And then there's Kane's Sun, which is this string right here. Also, I think we're missing a string, so... Ding, 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 ding. And like Lucky Star, it's special cancelable on the third hit. Yeah, I was missing one. Warning Beacon into SOS, Break Quarantine, Hyperspeed, Doomed, Embryo Implant. Those are the last strings. SOS has a ton of hits, and is special cancelable after all of them, as you can see. Hyperspeed is all tails, big, stacky. Like start of the match, basically. You're gonna get hit with this thing. Doomed is this low attack. Check the range on this. And
it's absurd.
Like damn near full screen with this string. And then there's Embryo Implant, which has kind of a similar animation to Doom's back 1 or back 3. So it does this, and if you're not paying attention, you get hit with an overhead out of left field and knocked down. Then we have special moves. The universal ones are Tail Flip and its air variant, Xeno Strike, Tail Snag, and Low Crawl. Anything that's yellow for those playing at home is variation exclusive. So Tail Flip is another one. Remember that we have low lows and low overheads now. You can do it out of the air as well, so you can do like instant air overhead if it's fast enough, that sort of thing. If you meter burn it, it launches. So, yes, a 50-50 launcher, a 50-50 mix-up that can lead to a launcher. Alien has a ton of these. Then we have Xeno Strike, which, like this Pounce, covers a lot of ground. And it's a thing. The animation is very similar, it's just slightly different because you don't get the Tarkatan blade, it just kind of punches you. But still, he beats you up. And if you meter burns it, then the blades come out, and he chucks you aside. And, of course, because this string has an overhead, there has to be a low special move, with great range, pull you in close, exactly where you don't want to be. And if Alien meter burns it, there you go, a little extra damage.
I love this. I'm loving this.
And then we have Low Crawl, which you've seen before. It acts kind of like Reptile's Dash, in that it's a side-switching move. On Meter Burn, it's, I don't think it's armor, but it acts as almost a grounded stand launcher. So if I do this, that was a full combo, and they are standing, which means they don't get to wake up. Which is very cool, and that makes Alien's overall toolkit very strong. But we haven't gotten to the variation stuff yet. Because in Tarkatan variation, well, we get to see a lot of Tarkatan shenanigans. Namely, in Tarkatan Rush, which is a Rekka attack, as you can see, it's a normal swipe normally, nothing too crazy. But the idea is to Rekka, so you would do this, then another button to get something. So we have an overhead option, we have a low option, and we have an impale. burn combo potential, baby. So, an idea, this used to also build a ton of meter, and you used to be able to delay it without meter. Now, to delay it requires meter. And it also adds damage to all of the attacks. Which, as you can see, delaying a mix-up record like this can be, you know, nutty.
Yeah.
But then we have Chop Chop. And it's active for that long too. So if Alien thinks you're gonna jump in at him, and if he meter burns it, stab, and then throw you away, or stab, throw you away. But here's where it gets really crazy. Chop Chop, the kill stab at the end of meter burn Chop Chop, can never scale, just like Leatherface's meter burn thing, but it does 3% damage. So if I were to do, well, finally, let's get to this move, Blade Spin. It's 2 mids into a low, so high, mid, low. But it can become on meter burn high, mid, overhead, and launch. So you can do. Damn it! You get the idea.
Yeah.
And yeah, that's Alien's throw. And then it can go into this crazy thing. That resets the combo, but it gives you an idea. Because that can actually combo if you're fast enough, but yeah, it gets you free damage. Lots of free damage. Here's Alien's throw. How you are not dead from that, I will never understand. Seems to be a
There's a lot of things like that in Mortal Kombat.
Especially MKX. They were like, you know what? You're gonna die. Screw you. Alien's X-ray attack is called Survival. It's one of the weaker X-ray attacks in the game, but it's very cool. It's done yet.
Hell, you're dead. You're dead.
Yep, you're very, very dead. So, yeah.
Don't get up from that. No. Bad Melina, you don't get up from that.
Yep, that's Tarkatan. Now let's move on to Conjurer, which is the setup variation. And as you can see, this alien has like a Praetorian / queenly crown.
Yeah, the crest.
Which is kind of cool.
Yeah.
This variation, now just for the sake of it... Oh, we got sound back. You can see some of the moves don't feature the stabbies as much, but that's just because, again, it's a variation thing. Now, there are 2 moves that this thing has that the others don't have, but it is super crazy. First up, we have Ovomorph, which is... Yeah, that's a face hugger. And by default...
Well, she's dead then.
Yep. Don't worry, there's a brutality attached to this, which is exactly what you would want it to be. There's...
Please tell me the brutality changes based on whoever the host is.
Yes, it is. And there are a ton of secret inputs that I don't remember that change things even further. Like, if you do a specific input on Jason Voorhees, the Xenomorph gets his hockey mask and goes... And then,
I love it.
And another one where the Xenomorph has a hat because it's Raiden or Kung Lao or Aaron Black, sunglasses if it's Johnny Cage. But there are also distinct morphs that are just by default depending on who you're fighting. Like if we fight the Predator, you will get to see a Predalien chestburster.
Hell yeah.
Anyways,
I haven't played AX in a while. I need to get it again.
I think it's like $20 on Steam.
Yeah.
So it's yeah, it's really good. So here's the thing. Ovomorph either summons on the opponent or you summon it on the alien. Or you can summon it far to summon it behind the opponent. And that blue ring is, of course, the trigger zone. So if I do this just right... But you know, your opponent's going to be smart. They're going to try and stay away from the Ovomorph. Well...
Of course it leaps at them.
And here's the thing. It's a projectile. Full screen projectile. And it's a mid.
I will say the summoning of eggs is a little goofy, but I love it.
Well, it's there for a reason, right?
Yeah.
And then we have the drone drop.
Oh, you just summon an entire other xenomorph.
Yep. And if I meter burn it, I can,
it delays it.
I can choose to delay it. So I can do stuff like this.
God damn.
Yeah.
I think when I get MKX again, I might main Xenomorph.
You have every right to. Alien is really, really strong. Even this this variation right here is actually the most infamous. Before it got nerfed, now Conjure is technically the best, but they're all really good. This is acidic alien, and I forgot about one of the normals, but that's because most of the time it's inconsequential. In this variation, it is redonkulous. We have what's called Sizzle Strike, which is just normally an upward tail strike, no big deal. Except because it's acid, it also does damage over time. And no, you're not seeing things. If I set Melina to jump...
Oh, that hits from forever away.
Literally. Like, you're not jumping on an acidic alien.
That is absurd.
That's just a normal, too. You don't even need to do a projectile. It's just up 3. And then, his low poke does damage over time as well. This is the only fighting game character I can think of whose low poke does damage over time. That's incredible. And then there's Xeno Sting, which has close, mid, and far, and it creates a little puddle if it misses. Or you can just throw it as a mid projectile. And if I meter burn it, it's two swings, and
Oh my god, that damage over time is brutal.
it's nerfed. It used to be a fuckload worse because of this move. Oh, because of the last move we're going to cover. Because let's not forget, you can do Exo Sting in the air too. So you could do. Oh, I guess you can't do it from. I guess okay. At least they had a little bit of okay. Never mind. I was gonna say they gave you a little bit of mercy by not letting you doing off a jump attack, but no, they let you do it off of jump attacks too. And
that is.
And then, how would you like 20% damage off of a throw?
Dumb. It's dumb.
Oh, it gets even worse because acid blood creates a hazard. Of blood that lasts a long time and does damage, but it also damages the alien. So it's like, oh well, you're losing health. How bad could it be? It's a restand. On hit, it's +1. It used to be, I think, like +5 or 6. Meter burned, it's +8 on hit. It used to be +21, I think. It used to be double digits plus, which means you have to block whatever mix-up alien has coming after a combo. So if I do something simple, you wake up in the acid, I do this, I throw you. Look at this. That's an amateur hour mix, and you're already 3/4 dead from a single sequence in the corner with acid blood alien.
That is ludicrous.
And remember, that was expensive, but again, acidic alien is probably one of the best characters in Mortal Kombat X, period. And he was nerfed, and he's still one of the kings of this game.
That is absurd.
Horrifying, I know. But now we have alien fatalities.
It's gotta be the Predator. It's gotta be the Predator.
Let's do it on the pit. A moonlit night, the most iconic Mortal Kombat stage, and it's these two. And also, just for flavor, I picked Shiny Dome Alien because we're never gonna see him. Okay, so first off, Killer Queen. Maximum range, unless you do like from the absolute fullest of screens, but even then.
Oh, that's an awesome reference. Oh my god, it's the actual Queen.
Yeah, hi Mom!
Fucking epic reference, I love it.
In-fucking-credible. And I mean, you're in half and the lantern's in the way, but who gives a shit?
I love this. There's no word to describe how much I love this.
It is probably one of the best fatalities in the game, too. But then we have Deadly Hybrid.
Oh, yeah, the fatality is cool and all, but just this DLC in general. There are no words to describe how much I love this. Is it clear that I'm an Alien fan? Oh my god.
They combined Baraka's iconic MK2 fatality and made it Alien, and that is exactly what they should have done.
Yes, I love this so much.
Simply incredible. Also, just because I can, I'm going to show you what the Player 2 Alien looks like. Because you might be thinking, well, what difference could you possibly do?
Is it the red Xenomorph?
It's not red.
Ah,
You are on the money though. It is a different colored alien. It's white.
oh,
It's like bone white.
that's curious.
I mean, especially since the red Xenomorph was right there. But you know what? I'll take the white one as well.
Yeah.
All right. So, talk alien to me.
A long time ago, in a galaxy far, far away, a ship called the Nostromo picked up a hull of ore from a mining station and started delivering it back to Earth. It intercepted a distress call and landed down on a desolate rock where they found an alien ship pulling out a distress beacon. On that ship, they found a bunch of eggs, and one of the crew got infested, and what came forth was this ugly fucking thing. The most beautiful ugly thing in existence, the Xenomorph. The perfect killing machine. If evolution ever decided that it wanted to make something perfect instead of just good enough, it would be the Xenomorph. With razor-sharp claws, an inner mouth capable of stabbing through bones, powerful teeth, and a whip-like tail tipped with a spear, and a body that is bullet-resistant and has acid for blood, the Xenomorph says, fuck you in particular.
Fuck you if you're alive.
Yeah. The Xenomorph is, by all intents and purposes, fucking lethal by design. Much like an ant or bee colony or hive, the Xenomorphs have a very similar sort of lifespan and structure to that, although the similarities do kind of dissipate very rapidly. They do have a queen who lays all the eggs. Those eggs then hatch into facehuggers, which then latch onto a host and implant an embryo. After an unspecified amount of time, usually about a day or so, the embryo grows into this thing. And as you can see with the hockey mask, the chest burster, rather, takes traits from its hosts.
Yep.
And then grows into a full-sized Xenomorph, as we see here, except this Xenomorph has taken traits from a Tarkatan.
Which is one of the races in Mortal Kombat for those who are somehow not in the know. Also, did you hear that the alien went ch?
Yeah, I noticed. That chest burster then either grows into a drone, who works on the hive and protects the queen, or a warrior, who goes out and collects new hosts to be turned into Xenomorphs. Warriors tend to then, if they live long enough, develop crests on their heads, such as this one. Except they turn into something called Praetorians, which then become like the royal guard for the queen. It's either them or drones that do it. I'm not quite sure.
I think it's warriors that upgrade into Praetorians. And then the
Yeah.
Praetorians can become queens.
Yeah, if the queen dies, a Praetorian will then evolve into a queen, which means getting a fuck ton bigger and getting a fuck ton scarier, and forcing Sigourney Weaver to say some of the most badass lines in history.
Indeedly doodly. Can't really beat it.
Yeah. But yeah, from the first Alien movie, the world was introduced to the Xenomorph, and I have been obsessed ever since. This is probably one of my favorite creatures ever. Aliens itself, the second Alien movie, is my favorite movie ever made.
Would you look at that?
Yeah. So, needless to say, I might be a little biased.
A little.
Yeah, I might have a twinge little bias.
I just love that it's like, well, both of the extraterrestrial guests are like, you know what, fuck you. No matter what, you will be dead.
Yeah. And here we get a glimpse at the hive.
Indeed. This little goopy bastard. Hello!
Ah, the chest burster.
Weirdly,
Terrifying.
weirdly adorable.
Adorable and terrifying.
Yeah.
And apparently very good at singing show tunes.
What?
Have you not seen Spaceballs?
Oh yeah.
Hello, my baby. Hello, my honey.
Hello, my ragtime girl.
But yeah, that just about covers it. I mean, they are very scary-looking biomechanical organisms designed by the brilliant H.R. Geiger.
Yes.
Or Geiger, depending on how you pronounce it.
Because it's Swedish, isn't it?
Yeah, I think so. Who is very well known for his biological art, and a lot of it including sexual references. So yes, the Xenomorph's head shape is intentionally phallic.
Yes. Where is it?
Which, fun fact, Geiger, or Geiger, depending, was originally, before working on Alien, contracted to work on the Dune movie that was to be made by Jodorowsky.
The one that was so ostentatiously crazy, star-studded, absurd that, you know, it basically ran out of it. It ran out of steam before it could ever have enough steam to be made.
Oh no! Apparently, the way that it got shut down was that even though Jodorowsky had it all budgeted out, actually got the budget to make sense for what it was, he got it all figured out how much to pay everything to make it work, and was ready to start filming, but the studio wanted a shorter movie because Jodorowsky wanted his Dune to be a 12-hour epic.
Yikes.
And he would not buckle onto that, so they dropped the project and gave it to someone else, and we got another Dune movie instead.
Indeed. The one that is not...
But now we can talk about the Alien movies. As I started, there is the first Alien movie, a true slow-burn classic suspenseful movie that introduces us to the basic rules of a single xenomorph. Who proceeds to rip apart the crew of the Nostromo one by one. Aliens, directed by the mad lad James Cameron, said, fuck you to your sensibilities, and said, there's going to be a bunch of aliens, as the title implies.
Yep.
We swap out our effective ship crew for a badass bunch of Marines, who also get ripped apart one by one by the Xenomorphs.
You know, kind of that similar subversion that Predator was going for.
Yeah. And then, of course, after Aliens, we get introduced to Alien 3, which trades out the spacefaring setting for a prison planet. And Ellen Ripley is now surrounded by a bunch of convicts in a maximum security prison, in a fashion similar to what Australia was.
Except it's a whole goddamn planet.
Yeah. And there's no guns.
So how do you fight an alien if you have to take them out at close range when they have acid famously strong enough to eat through the ship hulls?
Yeah. More than this, She's also a woman on a planet full of male convicts.
Oh no. Do they really go
Yeah.
there? I take it by your silence, the answer is yes.
I didn't really hear your question. What was it?
Do they really go where it sounds like it's going?
They do for one scene.
Swell.
But it gets shut down. Ripley gets some help.
Good. Although I'm pretty sure Ripley would have busted the jaw off that fool anyways.
Oh, she does.
Well, that's good.
After she's helped out, she punches the dude in the face. But yeah. Alien 3 also introduces us to the idea of hybrid Xenos. Although I think in the comics they did explore the idea first.
Yeah.
For
it's
aliens.
classic Melina.
But Alien 3 introduces us to the runner alien, aka what happens when a poor good boy gets infected by a facehugger.
Wasn't there a version of that where it was a cow?
I think so. There's been a lot of xenomorph hybrid ideas. But yeah, it introduces us to the runner alien, who is a dog infected by a facehugger. And then, of course, we get Alien Resurrection, which I think can be summed up by H.R. Geiger's response to what they did to his xenomorph design for the creatures that we see in the movie. They took my design and made it look like a turd. An actual turd.
Yeah. I mean...
And I think if that sums up Joss Whedon's foray into the world of aliens, I don't know what does.
Indeed. Because it's like, oh, good lord. That's not great. Go away.
Character assassinations of Ellen Ripley, stupid one-liners and Whedon dialogue, and a nonsensical plot and shitty alien designs. Yeah. If you couldn't tell, I'm not fond of Alien Resurrection. And then, of course, there's the Alien vs. Predator films, which I think are actually pretty good. The first one is a lot more cheesy and action-oriented, which turns the Predators more into good guys. The second one, I'd assume it's a better movie that maintains more moral ambiguity on the Predator side, where it's like, he's just there to kill shit. But, you can't really say for sure they can't see half a damn movie.
Indeed. You have to pull a Game of Thrones. I can't believe they did this, by the way, for House of the Dragon, because they did the... Ooh. Oh, that is a good question. How well does the cold slow down the aliens? I don't think it does very much, but...
Yeah, they're more averse to fire.
So, wrong ninja.
Yeah. Sub-Zero. You just had to have a different elemental ability and then you'd be fine.
Anywho.
But yeah. AVP-1 has the better characters, weaker plot, but better action. AVP-R, I'd say, has the better story idea, but weaker action because you can't see it, and weaker characters.
Yeah. I will say, going back to Game of Thrones for a second, they did a brightness tour guide, or somebody did a brightness TV guide for House of the Dragon. I'm like, was it like, it's like, I'm pretty sure if audiences have to brighten up their television for you to see what's going on, you've done something wrong.
Yeah. And like, I get it, and for AVPR, I get it, they were trying to do natural lighting so that it's more immersive. But immersion is all well and good when you can actually see what the fuck is going on. And that's my biggest criticism of the second Alien vs. Predator.
Yeah.
You can't see half the movie. Which is really a shame, because if you look at the design for the Pred Alien in that movie, god damn is it awesome.
Indeed. At least we get a really good look at it come the aliens. That was the wrong button. That's okay. He's gonna get face hugged anyways. I think it's you get an even better look at it in the AVP 2010 game, which is probably one of the best Alien and Predator video games, just period.
True. Although it does have a slightly different design, as that one doesn't have a crest.
Yeah. True. But we also get to see it take trophies, which I think is hilarious.
True enough. Fun fact, the Pred Alien in the movie had a nickname on set.
What did they name it?
Chet.
Chet?
Yeah, C-H-E-T, Chet.
That's a very odd name, but, I mean, I love it when things have odd names, so...
Yeah. I think when they did it, they called it Chet in the script to hide what it was.
I mean, that tracks.
I mean, they called Cloverfield Cheddar.
Like the cheese?
Yeah. The movie Cloverfield, the script, so that if it ever got leaked, was called Cheddar.
Fair enough.
Alien wins.
Yeah. Also, Quan Chi has a lot of weird shit in his library.
He does.
Like, just a random demon baby in a jar.
He also has an entire exhibit dedicated to Shao Kahn, it seems.
Yeah. There's actually a fan theory in among the Mortal Kombat X community that based off of the hammer, the exhibit, and this really big weirdo that's kind of just hanging out in the background here, that while you're fighting, Shao Kahn is trying, Quan Chi's trying to revenantize Shao Kahn, like in his ending in MK9.
Oh. I kind of dig that. I respect that. That's a cool theory.
Indeed. Also,
Kano gets what he deserves.
I love that is the only fatality in Mortal Kombat X you can perform from literally anywhere on the stage. Because it's not technically the alien itself doing it, it's MOM!
It's Mama coming in, and there's no Ripley to say a damn word.
Yep, not that Ripley would say a word.
Yeah, she wouldn't really help Kano.
No. Kano would be bait. I wonder if Kenshi says anything funny here.
Such savage thoughts.
Ah, such savage thoughts. Don't try and read an alien's mind. You don't know what's in there. His head is literally shaped like a dick.
I don't wonder now, what is an alien's thoughts?
Probably something along the lines of serve the hive, murder everything.
Yeah. Serve the hive, 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 serve the hive. That is just on a loop in their head.
Yep, and depending on the alien, it's a different thing. Like, it's a show tune by Eartha Kitt, it's a fucking porn song. Frank Sinatra.
What would Specimen 6 be thinking at all times?
Murder, 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 murder. Basically your average Judas Priest song.
Fair.
I mean, no shame to Judas Priest fans. I'm just making a joke here. Don't come after me.
Don't come at me, brethren.
Poor Kenshi. But also imagine a xenomorph with telekinetic and telepathic powers.
Yeesh. Oh.
I mean, really anything plus xenomorph equals a bad time.
Yeah. Xenomorphs in general are a bad time. They don't need special powers. Oof.
Kisses.
The kiss of death, apparently.
I wonder if Godzilla got any inspiration. Oh god. Not that this would ever work in any stretch of the imagination, but imagine if Godzilla somehow ended up in Mortal Kombat.
I thought you were going to say, imagine if Godzilla got face-hugged.
No, that would be even worse.
Well, there was that, like, Smash Bros. Brawl mod that brought Shin Goji into the game.
Oh, that's true. Yeah. Oh, yeah. So we don't have these yet. We gotta reach level 50 in order to get that particular faction kill. But that's okay. Alien doesn't need guns. Alien needs to smash.
Alien versus Goro.
Ow. 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 Goro, you dick.
I don't think anyone ever accused Goro of being polite.
No. Oh, stabbed right in the dick. Although, as you can see, Goro is doomed. Ow.
Do you mind pausing me real quick? My dog has bad timing.
Sure. I mean, I'm just gonna beat the snot out of Goro, but
Yeah. Return.
Welcome back. We have the things ready to go.
Sweet.
All right, let's go. Gonna beat up Goro. Ow. So, I think this would be a good opportunity to discuss, potentially, one Prometheus duology.
Oh yes, the two movies that I neglected to mention: Prometheus and Alien Covenant. Prometheus, not as bad as people thought it would. Not as bad as people seem to remember. I think the reason it gets a lot of hate is because, oh, Jesus Christ, Goro is getting brutalized. Yeah. Prometheus, I think, gets a lot of hate because people wanted an Alien movie, and Ridley Scott didn't want to make an Alien movie, but just a movie set in that universe. Also made a lot of weird retcons, and tried to explain the aliens' origins in a way that makes no fucking sense. I do like the addition of the engineers. I do think they're a cool concept. Alien Covenant is a fucking mess, and I don't like it.
As you probably shouldn't.
Yeah. To give him some credit, to give Ridley Scott some credit, it is an Alien movie.
Yeah. At least the trilobite was a thing.
Yeah.
Which, by the way, what did... Oh, God. Dark magic. The alien's true weakness.
Yeah. Although it doesn't seem to be stopping the xenomorph that much.
No. Just kind of made him feel sick.
But yeah, even though the aliens in the Alien movie aren't even really xenomorphs, they're neomorphs? Or, no, they're protomorphs. Neomorphs are the weird, pale white things.
The predecessors to the newborn, if I'm not mistaken.
No.
Oh, wait.
The neomorphs are in Alien Covenant. They're the things that show up before the protomorphs.
Right.
With, again, Ridley Scott trying to explain the origins of the xenomorphs, which I don't imagine a lot of people were asking for. What kind of makes them so terrifying is that they just seem to exist.
Yep. Like, in my Aliens Omnibus, they hypothesize it's a natural creature. So, you know, the fact that nature just happened to stumble upon something so horrifying.
Yeah.
Also, I decided to be mean to Shinnok because he got reverse full screen by a facehugger, so I just teabagged him. No. The alien is developing a sense of malicious humor. Must have been the dark magic.
Must have been. Yeah. Alien Covenant is a mess. I do like the idea that the Omnibus presents that the Xenomorphs just kind of exist on their world, Xenomorph Prime, which is something from the comics. Yeah. Prometheus is fine. It's fair enough. Not as bad as people remember. Gets a lot of hate. Alien Covenant is exactly as bad as people say it is. It's rough. But I am looking forward to the new Alien series, which is apparently about the aliens coming to Earth, which is something that has been teased since the very beginning.
Yep. What
happens when these horrifying infestation creatures actually manage to start taking over Earth?
That's what the Omnibus is the entire invasion of Earth arc, if I remember. Oh, now the controller's designed to misbehave, but that's okay. Nothing's changed. I think.
The Xenomorph doesn't even know what that is. He's just like, ooh, shiny.
He figures it's important enough to rip out so it doesn't kill stuff.
Yeah.
But that's my guess, anyways.
Nah. It'd have been neat if instead of exploding, Shinnok just gets chest bursted in it when the Xenomorph wins.
Oh well. Reptile, no!
No, Reptile!
Now look at all of the new aliens.
Yeah. Shokan aliens.
Symbiote alien.
Jesus Jesus Christ, these are terrifying. Oh no, Kodal, so sad.
Well, I'm more sad for the other people of that world.
Yeah. Yeah. That's Xenomorph.
That is the alien. Which I gotta say, they did not mess around with this fucking thing.
Indeed.
Now.
They stay in space, no one can hear you scream.
And well, this wretched bastard is certainly a reason to scream if you could.
Yeah.
Now, talking of this guy, how well does he fit in the Mortal Kombat lore? And more importantly, how well does he fit? Or how well did they implement this guy?
Alright, so, like the Predator who came before, in terms of fitting into the world of Mortal Kombat as the alien exists, not including any sort of alternate explanations, but just as the alien exists in its own lore, Xenomorph, probably a 4 out of 10, generously.
Yeah.
But in terms of implementation, I love everything about this DLC. I love everything about this freaky bug boy. From introducing him as a Tarkata alien, to his move set, to his story ending, to all of his moves. I'm gonna give him 6 top hat wearing chest bursters out of 5.
Hello, my baby. Hello, my honey.
That'll be fun to edit in post. But
Yeah.
I think to set things up for the penultimate, or as a penultimate little prize, and because we did this in the Predator video, we have to do it this way.
Yep. Alien versus Predator.
And where would you like this iconic battle to take place?
Gotta go with the most iconic stage. The pitch.
Lovely. This is gonna be fun. And unlike usual, because we got one intro from the Predator, okay, I'm gonna reset it until we get a specific intro. Because I like this intro. God damn it! Predator, this is not your video. Predator, this is not your video. You got it a few days ago. Thank you. Play nice, Jesus. Oh, shit. That's okay. Can we hear each other okay?
Yeah, I can still hear you.
Okay, so... Ow. That missed the pounce at the end, but that's okay. Stabby! Alien's feeling very stabby! No, you're not allowed to blow yourself up. I'm the only one that's allowed to kill you.
Whoever wins, we lose.
I gotta say, for all the faults of the Alien vs. Predator movie itself, the tagline was fucking incredible. Alright. And the moment you've all been waiting for. Arr, 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 arr.
And there's the beautiful little slug boy.
A beautiful little slug. Alright! This is... not even the penultimate, because we still have to do the Terminator. But after the Terminator, we are then going to rank all of the guest characters in Mortal Kombat 11. 9, and X that are horror themed as the greatest guest character ranking. At least until we can get the others involved, because I'm pretty sure Spawn's giving me the dirty eye right now. Don't forget to be awesome, my friends, and I'll see you guys on the other side.